been a long time since we all left the vault, all those months ago, all with one goal, to rebuild America. But what we found out here in the wilds of Appalachia, I don't think even Vault Tech was expecting. We all thought that no matter how bad things got outside, life would find a way, and we were right, life did. But not human life. Whatever happened here, I guess we missed it. When we all emerged from the safety of our vault, crawling out from that rock we had all been hiding under, we were barely prepared for what we found. I don't think anybody could be. No amount of training can prepare you. Nothing can prepare you for the beasts we saw in the sky. There are a lot fewer of us now. All that are left have moved on, trying to find others, trying to find hope. But I stayed behind. I still had one thing to do. I would not abandon the Overseer. She had been quiet of late. I'd come across no more tapes, no more clues. But then from nowhere, a new lead, a new hope. In the tape she talks about the long journey and how Appalachia has changed. She talks of rumours, but the last few months I've been on my own, I've been hidden. I've heard no rumours, who would I hear them from? She seems to think people might be returning. Maybe the work we'd done was not in vain after all. I still have a lot of work to do before they arrive. This land is still hostile. But don't worry, Overseer. Wherever you are, I will do my part. All of the clues had led me here. All of the messages on that poor guy's body. The body in the cave. He had heard rumours of this place, but was never able to get past the front door. But I had something he did not.
Hello, members. Using the Kovac Muldoon, we have spotted some pests that could prove a problem if left unchecked. We want them exterminated. We've called in cargo bots to deploy a series of lures to the site. But cargo bot deployment can be bumpy. The lures may require your attention as they draw in the pests. Attend to them as they work, and you will be rewarded. That is all.
The Enclave. A secret part of the old world government, or just what remains of it.
Signal detected. Activate additional signal sources to initiate extermination protocols.
When I first entered the vault door under the golf course, it was obvious that this place had never properly been up and running. There was no signs of any other humans, and the place was being run completely by robots, and some strange AI. But what I did get to see interested me. They, the Enclave, had the potential to help me. Help me with my fight above ground. Help me against the Scorched. But it seemed that this help would come at a price. They would not allow just anyone to have access to their arsenal, and I would need to prove myself to them. and as they had limited presence on the surface, they asked me to prove myself by being their ears and eyes, and when needed, their fists above ground. They seemed to have a keen interest in all the events above ground, and at times they got me to perform tasks they just could not. They did seem to have the interest of Appalachia at heart, but it was really hard to say what their end goal was, and what part I would play in it. Normally the jobs would include some sort of reconnaissance work, or on others it was intel gathering, but other times it was far more dangerous, like clearing out areas of infestation. This could be dangerous work, but it needed to be done if I was ever to gain their trust and their help.
I splatter your brain.
The super mutants were now a common foe to me, as dangerous as they were strong, not the smartest, but in large groups that did not matter. They seemed almost engineered for combat. But they are by no means the most dangerous foe you could find on the surface. That title would have to go to the Scorch Beast, terrifying giant bats that hunt their prey from the skies. It was these beasts that made me so desperate for the Enclave's help. It was the Scorch Beast that scared off all but the bravest, or most foolish of my fellow Vault 76 inhabitants. And of those that remained, I was the only one that I knew for certain that was still alive. My combat skill had helped me with my survival, but my ability to remain hidden helped me even more. And with everything I was taught in Vault 76 about survival, I had been given a good advantage of how to survive behind enemy lines. This one job the Enclave did send me on involved going to a super mutant infestation. That would have been a dangerous task, just that on its own. But the Enclave had plans for the infestation and had dropped in place some transmitters. and they had wanted me to activate them and protect them, at least until the signal had been received back at the bunker.
All array components engaged. Activating targeting protocols. Please stand by.
Once all the transmitters were up and running, they moved their vertibirds into position.
Circuit panel failure detected. Bypass requested.
These vertibirds are remotely controlled from the Enclave bunker, and it was their only means of combat on the surface.
Detected. Resuming function.
But the transmitters were temperamental and had a tendency to malfunction, meaning someone had to fix them, and of course that someone being me.
Signal lost. Recalibration requested. Attention. Attention. Temperature spike detected. User support requested.
The super mutant base had all of a sudden become a war zone, with me trapped right in the middle.
Anomaly corrected. Resuming remote connection.
System orientation complete. Signal broadcast active. Target locked. Immediate evacuation required. Repeat. Please retreat to a safe distance immediately.
Once all the transmitters were up and running, the full power of the Enclave was shown to me. I needed to have that power. I needed to have their help if I was ever to defeat the Scorched.
Specified hostiles eliminated. Infestation cleared. Thank you for your participation.
I had stumbled upon the Enclave bunker only days before. It was completely by accident. But one that would have a lasting impression, not just on my life, but of all the lives of everybody in Appalachia. I had been exploring a cave system and come across a corpse. Nothing unusual there, but this man had knowledge of a hidden bunker under the Whitesprings Hotel and Golf Resort. He had a keycard on him, but unlike me, he had no Pip-Boy to gain entrance to the vault within. The vault was completely devoid of human life and was solely run by robots. The vault had been set up to accommodate a large workforce, but for whatever reason, they were nowhere to be found. I made it to the command centre easy enough. It was there I met the Enclave leader, Modus, and my fate was now tied to that of this strange AI.